Hello YouTube! Today I'm going to be talking about Pulse Chain, Richard Hart's new project to help scale ETH and make the fees for like HEX lower. And it's not exactly like a scaling solution. It's pretty interesting. It's not like super complicated, but it's interesting, and we'll see how it works. I'm kind of surprised no one else has done this. Uh, Puppy's making an appearance. But before I get into the pulse chain, I just want to say there may be a little bit of road noise here and a little bit of nature noise. I have the windows open since I am vaping in here, and the dog is in here. So let's sit. Oh, cool. You gonna run away? Okay. She's playing that game where she's gonna run away and not let me catch her. Come here, so you can say hi to people. No? Okay. No, I'm busy. If you want to sit on my lap, you can. No, I'm not going to chase you right now. I'm not going to chase you. Anyway. How do you guys like the new backdrop? I bought a house a few weeks ago and just getting it set up, moving in. Bought a house completely with crypto profits. Oh, I almost got her. So crypto has done well for me in the past 4.5 years, and wanted to lock in some profits, get a nice house, nice, more permanent place to live. So yeah, I have my own office / studio now, which I'm pretty happy about. Oh, she's so fast. She's so fast. I can't catch her if she doesn't want me to. Anyway, so back to the pulse chain. You know, Richard Hart, people hate him, people love him. A lot of people hated on HEX. Look at HEX now, currently 7.9 cents, a little down from the all-time high of about 10 cents. But, HEX has done really well. I free claimed with my Bitcoin on day one. Made currently worth over $1,000 per Bitcoin, so that was a pretty nice airdrop. Well, I don't know, kind of an airdrop. But basically, the Pulse chain, it's kind of like a copy paste of ETH. Well, it's going to have some system state. It's going to be proof of stake, 4 times as scalable as current ETH.1. And there will be fee burning. There will be, validating staking. I think maybe delegated. Yeah, I think it's going to be delegated proof of stake. Again, I'm not an expert. This is just what I've gathered from watching. I watch most of Richard Hart's live streams. Some of them are a little bit long, so I get snippets about Pulse Chain. We don't have a launch date coming forward. There's going to be a sacrifice phase where you can send in your tokens, like Cardano, whatever, hopefully Cardano. You can send that in, and you'll get Pulse in exchange. Pulse is the native token, the gas. So you can give away your whatever tokens, and you can get Pulse in exchange. And you'll probably get a good deal, if Pulse does well. A lot of people, Richard has credibility since HEX. But, it's basically going straight to Richard's pocket. He's not going to say that, but that's what we can assume is going to happen. He's probably going to sell it. Maybe he'll hold. Who cares? The nice thing about Pulse, it's kind of like HEX. It's probably going to be like a mostly finished product. I think the timing is good before ETH 2.0 comes out. If you watched my last video, there are some unsavory things about Polygon and some other of these scaling solutions. Rollups are great. ZK rollups are going to be great for ETH. ETH 2.0 going to be great. But for now, we'll have Pulse Chain before a lot of that. So I think the timing is good. The interesting thing with Pulse, you're going to get a copy of every ERC20 you have on Ethereum, you're going to get on Pulse. Of course, unless you don't have your own keys, if you have your things, your ETH, or whatever on a centralized exchange, they probably won't give it to you. And I'm not sure if I think that centralized exchanges are going to be excluded from receiving the freebies. So if you have ETH, you'll get Pulse. If you have ERC20, you'll get PERC20. So like if you have USDC, on Pulse, it'll just be called PUSD. You'll get the same amount as you had on ETH. I mean, now, are stablecoins going to be valuable? Are you going to double your money? Well, probably not, because those stablecoins are going to have no backing. And there's also some issues where, some of these contracts could just freeze all the stuff on Pulse. So, but the nice thing is, all like the smart contracts are going to be the same. So, as long as someone would to build the front end for, let's say, Uniswap will function the same. You can still use the same code, so pretty cool, pretty cool. And if all the code's the same, it's all there already. The gas fees are probably going to be much cheaper. Like I said, 4 times as scalable as ETH, and it's going to have lower demand to start with. So fees are probably going to be very, very low, at least for a while. And maybe someday roll-ups and stuff will come to that. But I personally am super convinced Pulse has a long-term future with ETH 2.0 coming out and roll-ups. I don't know, but the nice thing is like a lot of people that are going to be into Pulse, we're also into HEX. So your P-HEX compared to your ETH HEX, your E-HEX, your new P-HEX might be more valuable on Pulse, and you can do like a lot of people. Their stake ladders with HEX got fucked up because the gas fees went up so much, so their stake was worth less than the gas fee to unstake it, so they just had to let it go. It is what it is, lower fees. Alright, yeah. So that's the general rundown. I hope that makes sense. Let me think if there's anything else I'm missing. Oh yeah, there's a nice thing where you can get a tax write-off during the sacrifice phase, which is going to go on for maybe like a month or a little bit less. I'm not sure if the Pulse chain is going to launch before the sacrifice phase ends. Basically in exchange, send whatever, get some Pulse. You can, if you're in certain countries, United States, UK, Canada, I think, you can donate to Richard's favorite charity, the SENS Foundation, SENS, which works on longevity, and you will get a tax write-off for what you donate to them, and you will get 75% of the Pulse you would have gotten if you had just sacrificed it. You get a tax write-off, and you still get Pulse. So it's kind of like matching funds. The Pulse creators of Pulse are going to give you some extra Pulse, even though they're not getting the sacrifice. So you're getting a tax write-off, and Pulse is going to kind of match your funds a little bit by giving you some Pulse. So that's pretty cool. Probably going to raise solid, maybe tens of millions of dollars for the SENS Foundation. I think that's cool. I'd like to live a nice long life personally. I think maybe it might not be my favorite charity. I mean, there's a lot of other problems. You can't solve aging, disease, mental health, accidents. Personally, I'm a little more concerned about our environment and conserving our natural resources so more people can enjoy what we enjoyed, future generations. I mean, what's the point of having a long life if the quality of life sucks? But that's nice. Can I get on camera? You want to get on camera? Come here. Okay, I'll just throw a ball for you. Again, guys, windows open. I try not to vape out the dog. But anyway. So yeah, that's Pulse in a nutshell. I don't know if I'll be covering it in the future. Again, probably there is a Telegram. I think it's Pulse Chain Com or Pulse Chain Comp for the Pulse Chain. There's obviously Richard Hart's Twitter. I'm not sure if they have a website. They probably do have a website. I'm not sure if it's Pulse.chain. In hindsight, should have looked that up, but I don't think there's a white paper yet. They're still nailing down the code. I believe it may even be on testnet at this point. So yeah, maybe you want to, and since the whole Pulse chain thing has been talking about, HEX has been outperforming most of the market at this point, July 3rd, 2021, and I do like it, and hey, I got the airdrop on Pulse. I mean on HEX. I'm gonna probably look into the airdrop on Pulse. Why not? There will be bridges back and forth to ETH. I'm not sure if uh, it'll probably be you can bridge most any ERC20, any PRC20, sorry, PRC20. You can probably just bridge. I mean, there's gonna be so many tokens. It's gonna be crazy. Honestly, it's kind of easy though because you're just copy and pasting the system state and you're not reinventing the wheel. So I'm kind of surprised no one has done this. Like most layer twos, they have the bridge, but you don't just get like a straight up copy. Like you can take your ERC20 onto Matic or whatever. You can Binance Chain. Now everybody's building bridges to ETH. The bridging technology is not really that complicated, but you'll definitely be able to take ETH on the Pulse, and you'll probably be able to take Pulse onto ETH, do whatever DeFi, whatever kind of good stuff you want to do. So bridges, important. Maybe we'll have some atomic swappers. That doesn't really seem to be as much of a thing these days, but so I think I'm going to wrap it up soon. I'm just trying to think if I have any final thoughts to leave with you guys. Again, I don't write scripts. I'm too blind to write scripts. I should probably have some bullet point notes, but I don't. So it is what it is. Personally, I'm not going to be participating in the sacrifice phase, but we'll see what happens, maybe price of HEX on Ethereum will drop. Maybe price of HEX on Pulse will go up. I might do some more shorter stake ladders on Pulse, or more broken up stakes, just in case I want to sell. On ETH, the gas, Mia. Why are you scratching at the wall? Come here. People really want to see you before I go. What are you doing? She had to get shaved a month ago because her fur was getting a little too clumpy. It was really long puppy fur. Oh, say hi, Mia. Say hi, Mia. You nice little golden doodle. He's a good puppy. She's almost a year old now. Good dog. Very soft fur. Doesn't shed. A little hyperactive, but really fun dog. Got a house for her now. She likes the house. Hopefully gonna get a fence for her in the backyard soon. Have her other dog friends over. They can play with off the leash. And yeah, guys. Let me know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm really not biased towards HEX. I'm not trying to kiss the ring of Richard Hart or anything. I just think it's an interesting idea. HEX went pretty well. It's honestly, guys, HEX, it seems like a stretch, and HEX is very centralized ownership, and I'm not sure if the Pulse will be a similar thing where, like, the origination address has 50% of the Pulse, kind of like HEX has 50%, but there are some advantages to that, and, HEX could, I'm probably maybe short term a little more bullish on Pulse, and maybe long term a little more bullish on HEX. But again, I'm really not biased. I don't have any Pulse right now. No one has a Pulse right now. I mean, you want to be a whale, that's cool. Will the stablecoins have any value? And when Pulse launches, like, Uniswap's gonna go crazy because I think you're getting like 10,000 Pulse per ETH or something. It's gonna be crazy because there's gonna be all these ERC20s and the liquidity pools on the dexes, and it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy. So it's pretty interesting times. It's getting crazy. Welcome to crypto, and yeah, just let me know what you think. I'm curious. I don't have a whole lot of friends in real life who are into crypto, so that's partly why I'm here, just to have the discussion with y'all. And yeah, peace. Let me know if you like the dog.